Okay, so we are live once again. We're doing this. We all know. I do this so super late, and I really apologize. I will do my best to make it. Try to do it a little earlier from now on. We just got stuff going on in the house right now. I think I'm really adjusting a lot better to the job, but right now, obviously I'm still there's still stuff we have to do around the house and things of that nature. Um, yeah, I've just been really tired this week. Um, it's just been it's just been uh, it's just been very crazy. Um, yeah, it's just like because over the weekend I was out somewhere. Like I said, I missed SummerSlam because I was doing something that got over like around 1 a.m. No, around one o'clock. And I came home and I went to bed at like 1:30. Um, and then it's just been carrying on. And then at work, we actually got a new space. We got a new office. It's still in the same area. It's just a different building, so it's pretty cool. It's a much bigger building than the one we had. Um, so it was just some cool stuff. So a lot of, like I said, a lot of interesting things are happening. And I think what? Yeah, the lighting always kind of sucks in my videos, and I'm trying to see how I can improve that. I increased the brightness on my laptop, but I don't think that really helps. Anyway, hold on, let me get some chapstick on. Yeah, I'm just killing time. That's what I like to do a little bit, just to kind of keep myself awake, I guess. Yeah, now live on your channel. Yeah, I know. Yeah. By the way, I'm very close again to 200 subscribers, so please do tell everybody because I want to do this Q&A and do what I got to do. But hold on, let me just do this. Uh, by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed my trip to Pittsburgh and everything. New vlog coming out again this weekend, so I'll probably be editing that tomorrow. Also tomorrow I'm going to do another live stream. That's going to be for Marvel Phase 4 and all the titles that were released on there because you know what? I need to start doing more wrestling videos on this channel. It's just been a crazy week, crazy fast few. Well, let me just do this so you can see the KH poster. All right, so yeah, but I mean, it's been a crazy few weeks for pro wrestling. A lot of stuff going on, so obviously I will be doing that. But I plan to make it, do wrestling videos on the weekdays, and then if there's not a takeover or anything going on, a non-wrestling video on the weekend. That's the whole idea. That's how I want to balance things out between my content. But I have come to the realization that this is a predominantly a wrestling channel. It really is because let's face it, most of my content is uh, in relation to pro wrestling. So I've come to that realization. But anyway, and I've kind of made peace with it in a way. So I hope you guys are cool with that. But hold on. Yeah. Yeah. So I think before we get started, I did want to address one thing. As I mentioned, I did not watch SummerSlam, but I did see the Fiend Bray Wyatt's full-fledged entrance before they took it down and re-uploaded it as like 1 minute. I saw it. It was amazing. It was everything I wanted and more. His remix of the Live in Fear remix, which has now of course been retitled as Let Me In, is done by Code Orange, and it sounds amazing. It's very dark, very eerie, and very psychotic, honestly, and it's extremely befitting of Bray Wyatt's new character, the Fiend. So I am just this is amazing. I love it. So, yowie wowie, I've let the man in already. He's literally at my doorstep right now. He's literally staring at me right now. So, that's no, I'm just kidding. He's not here. He's not here. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, it was good stuff. I am very much enjoying this Fiend character. I heard that they're really taking him seriously, and they're not like just gonna ram him down our throats, and they're actually gonna really let him simmer for a little bit and kind of give us a slow burn for him, which is good. I'm glad. Too much of a good thing is always bad, as you know. So I am still very excited for the Fiend. Hopefully, he gets. I honestly would rather him just attack Seth Rollins, right up, just straight up, go after Rollins, take the Universal title off of him, and we have the Fiend Universal Champion. That is exactly how I would book it. I mean, I know it's a bit of a stretch, but I'd like to see Bray Wyatt capture the Universal title at some point because that would be amazing. So, yeah, that was something that I wanted to mention. Fiend is a great character. I love it. Yowie wowie. Um, you know, and whatnot. So, yeah, I hope. So, still no one's joined yet, which is like, okay, fine, whatever. Um, Yeah, but so that's just kind of what's been going on. But well, I mean, people will join when they gotta join, so we'll just get started. So officially, welcome to the stream. This is NXT and 205 Live post Takeover and SummerSlam. A review. So yeah, let's just kind of dive right into it. So let's talk about NXT first, as usual. NXT was mainly just a recap of Takeover Toronto 2. Review is up on my channel. Please go check it out if you haven't already. It's about an hour of me just talking about Takeover. Fantastic show, as I mentioned. It was a really good show, and I really, really loved it. My Apple Watch is telling me to stand, but it's like, no, who needs that? Anyway, but just please watch it. Do watch it. At least watch the main event between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole and their 2 out of 3 falls match, which was basically a 3 stages of hell match. So that was it was damn good. So it was just getting a lot of notifications on my watch. It was damn freaking good. So yeah, but it was just, please check it out. It was great, some good wrestling there. I heard SummerSlam was meh at the very least. I think, yeah, minus the Fiend and and a couple of other matches, it wasn't really as good. I heard Lesnar versus Rollins was good, so that's fine. And yeah, and I also saw, and I did watch a little bit of Raw. I forgot to mention, I did watch a little bit of Raw. I did watch Raw this Monday, and I did see the Sasha Banks heel turn. Interested to see where that goes. I might just be following that as the weeks go on. But anyway, we did have a couple of matches on NXT. Now, I actually didn't take notes this time, but I'll kind of just I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of read the results if that's cool with y'all this time. Next time, I promise I will take notes. I was just really tired, and I just didn't want to do anything. I had no notes, but I am gonna read this out, and I know anyone can read out stuff on www.com. But you know what? No, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I thought about all the matches. So the first match we got on NXT was Breezango versus the Forgotten Sons. Pretty decent match. Definitely, good to see Fandango back after, I think, what was it, almost a year, a little bit over a year, since he's been injured and he's finally back. So like I said, great to see Fandango returning to the squared circle, and the man has not missed a beat. He is in, like I said, amazing shape. He looks fantastic, by the way. He kind of does look like he got out of prison, but he looks really good. Both men are wearing, black pants, and then Forgotten Sons, Cutler and Blake are both wearing red pants. So that's pretty cool. It was not a bad match. There's nothing really to write home about. As I mentioned before, I feel like the Forgotten Sons are a pretty like bland team. Um, and it is what it is. I mean, they're a pretty meh team in my opinion. I don't really have much to say about them, and oh, and I don't know, man. They just don't really they don't do much for me, you know. So anyway, but however, the match did finally end. Oh yeah, oh yeah, the match finally ended when Brizongo hit a slingshot elbow drop, as it says on WWE.com, to finally win the match. So their return match together as a tag team, is really good. It finally ended in victory for Brizongo. I wonder if we're gonna see a Fandango heel turn at one point. I think we could see that at some time. So I don't know. I really don't know. I would be totally fine with a Fandango heel turn. I think that would be very interesting for his character. So we'll see. I mean, I think Fandango has is just it's just interesting. I wonder where this goes, but for now, obviously, let them stay as a team. Let them do what they got to do as teams. I mean, I don't know if they'll ever win the NXT tag titles, but I'm so excited because like I said, it's been a while since we've seen Fandango, and I think I mentioned this before, but it's pretty evident. Street Profits are kind of pulling double duty on NXT and on Monday Night Raw. Where they basically for some reason just recap everything on Raw. I don't know why you need the Street Profits to do that. They're only the NXT champions for crying out loud, the tag champions for crying out loud. Maybe you can put them in a match. I don't know. What isn't that a novel concept? Anyway, so but yeah, I mean it's so weird how they're using Street Profits on the main roster. It's just weird to me. However, I will say I do hope we get a resurgence of the Fashion Files, and we get the Fashion Police return at some point. Even though I know Fandango said that that we've been so busy policing other people's fashion sense, we forgot to police ourselves and stuff like that, and that they need a makeover. However, I mean they kind of the makeover didn't look any different, but it is what it is. But yeah, overall, pretty decent match. It wasn't anything great, but I liked it. Hey, what's up, DJ Storms? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I am only 2 subs away from 200, so please subscribe, and I will do that Q&A. But yeah, so yeah, DJ, we're just getting started. I just talked about Brizongo versus Forgotten Sons, and I said it was a decent match. So I mean, you can go back and watch it. But yeah, we're moving on. So we had a lot of different vignettes going on throughout. As I mentioned, most of this was a recap of NXT Takeover Toronto, so we really didn't have too much. So this might be actually a short video, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it. But we did get finally, excuse me, we got another one of the promo packages that I do want to talk about is Io Shirai's descent into darkness. I thought it was really cool. I think they're going to portray Io Shirai as like a kind of more of an insane character. So, I mean, she could very well just become the Japanese Nikki Cross. And you know what? That actually doesn't sound that bad. I would be totally okay with Io Shirai just being a crazy bitch. I'm sorry. I normally don't call women bitches, but she's just crazy. She's a psycho lady right now. So I mean, she comes in, she's like, I don't need friends, and I don't need you, and she screams like I don't know what she screams like, but her screams are just very intense, and they scare me. Yeah, Io Shirai is starting to scare me, and I'm okay with that, frankly, because I'm I'm fine. That's exactly what I want her to do. And as I mentioned, I know she's been a heel outside of WWE and Lucha Underground, Stardom, all that stuff. But it's interesting to see that what they're doing. Hopefully, they do something really good with her. I don't know what her next feud or who she's going to feud with next, or maybe is she going to continue feuding with Candice? I don't know. So, we'll see. But let's get into the next match and the second match of NXT. We have the finals of the NXT Breakout Tournament between Jordan Miles and Cameron Grimes. This was a really good match. Um, this was a fantastic match. We had Cameron Grimes is actually a tremendous athlete. He's like that one of those guys, the really big dude, but he can also for lack of a better word, can also kind of do flippy shit. Well, not exactly flippy shit, but more or less, he can still do some aerial move. Well, that's kind of what it means, but he still has agility and he has power, and that really makes him a force to be reckoned with. And I loved everything I've seen of Cameron Grimes so far. Yes, I have seen some of his work as Trevor Lee, but not really as intensely. Well, not really as uh, as significantly as I have seen him in WWE or in NXT. So, but I'm excited to see. Hopefully, this doesn't mean that Cameron Grimes is done. So in this entire tournament, it's really introduced me to a lot of really cool characters. From interesting. From Cameron Grimes and Jordan Miles, who, by the way, from Austin, Texas, so that's awesome. But those two guys, Isaiah Swerve Scott, aka FKA Shane Strickland, was really good in his match. I also am really liking Angel Garza. He could definitely be like the next Eddie Guerrero kind of a character. I would love to see that. Even though Arya Daivari coming out in that lowrider at the Money in the Bank, he's kind of, I don't know, man. He's kind of trying to be like the Persian Eddie Guerrero / Alberto Del Rio. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this NXT Breakout Tournament overall has just been fantastic. Real good stuff. I mean, I think this is one thing that WWE does really well, whether it be, mainly NXT, whether it be the Dusty Rhodes Classic or this one, NXT knows how to do tournaments. And even WWE, they even know how to do like all these different tournaments too. Actually, WWE itself, from the Cruiserweight Classic to the UK tournament to the Mae Young Classic, all these, they do such a really good job, in my opinion. Okay, I think they do a great job. Speaking of attorneys, we do have King of the Ring coming up, so that should be pretty interesting. I'm looking to see that. But anyway, really good match here between ACH. Well, it was originally ACH, but between Jordan Miles and Cameron Grimes. Like I said, Cameron Grimes just really putting out the agility and the power, while Jordan Miles continues to show off his athletic prowess to us all. Just continuing to impress both these men, just really continue to impress me. Really great stuff here. Please just go check out this match. I implore you, watch this match. It is well worth your time. We had a lot of good stuff here, but finally we did have finally did have a mile. We did finally have Grimes. Well, I'm going to read it out. Just that. Grimes attempted to jam Miles into the turnbuckle, but that effort was blocked. Miles then picked up steam from there, dropping Grimes on his head with a brainbuster before leaping off the top rope with a Midnight Star 450 splash for the pinfall. So that's what he calls it. He calls it the Midnight Star, which is pretty interesting because he does call himself like an anime hero. So that's pretty cool. I also like that he uses anime themed moves. Like he uses something called the Destructo Disc, which is pretty awesome. If you don't know what that is, it's like how Goku has the Kamehameha and Vegeta has Final Flash. Krillin has the Destructo Disc. That's Krillin, the little bald-headed guy. Yeah, he uses a move called the Destructo Disc in the Dragon Ball Z anime, and Jordan Miles has adopted that. That's pretty awesome. I have got to say, the Destructo Disc in Dragon Ball Z is definitely a very underrated move. So there's that. But anyway, so NXT did finally end with William Regal coming out and handing Jordan Miles a contract. So now he can challenge for any title on NXT. So that means he can challenge for the NXT title, the North American title, and even the NXT UK title. So he can choose 3 titles. I mean, if he wants to challenge for the women's title, I mean, he can go ahead and do that. But I'm just kidding. No. Personally, I would love to see I mean, either Velveteen Dream versus Jordan Miles would be a really good match, or even him and Adam Cole Bebe would be a fantastic match. So both of those matches would be really good. Him and Walter would be a very interesting match. Would be a very cool David and Goliath kind of a match. So I would like to see that. So any of those matches are fantastic. I'm okay with any of those matches. So please let's. I don't know if he's gonna get a title on him just yet, but this looks kind of like the money. This is kind of like seems like the Money in the Bank briefcase. Although I do hope that there's a little bit more to it than like a Money in the Bank type of thing. Um, but I would like to. I think it's basically that's kind of what it is, and I am looking to see what they do because Miles versus like I think how I would like to get to play out. Excuse me. I think Velveteen Dream should be dethroned by Kushida, right? Kushida, we haven't seen him in forever, it seems. But yeah, Kushida overthrows, at Takeover War Games maybe. I would love for Kushida to take the title off of Velveteen Dream. Jordan Miles coming out and saying that he wants a match with Kushida at the next Takeover. So that's a match that I would look forward to. Kushida versus Jordan Miles would be really cool. Other matches that I'd like to see: Jordan Miles versus Gargano, absolutely. Jordan Miles versus Pete Dunne. Jordan Miles versus anybody else, man. I don't care. Those are the main matches, really, Frank, to be honest with you. So, yeah, but that was NXT. Let's move on to 205 Live, shall we? 205 Live was also a really good show this week. We had 3 matches. We had Akira Tozawa taking on gentleman Jack Gallagher in a pretty mighty fine match. We had a little bit of mat wrestling between the two men. Really shows that a little bit of versatility on part of one Akira Tozawa. So Akira Tozawa is not just a speed demon who does flippy shit. He can actually, do the ground and pound stuff too. So that's really, really cool. I'm really excited to see that. Hold on, let me close out of NXT. So yeah, I mean, that it was just good. We did even have Tozawa cut himself a little bit on his forehead, which kind of looked a little. I mean, it didn't look too bad, but it was what it was. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. It was great. So the match finally did. The match did win. Match did end when Tozawa does hit the senton onto Gallagher. But the thing is, Gallagher's foot was on the ropes, but the referee counted to 3. So interesting way they're doing this. They're doing a lot of these things throughout throughout Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live. I mean, I don't know what's going on with all these like weird finishes, but I don't know. I really don't know. Even on NXT, going back, we had a segment with the Undisputed Era where at the finish of the match, O'Reilly went towards the ropes and Fish had touched his shoulder to tag himself in. Ref hadn't seen that, so he still thought that O'Reilly was a legal man, so they technically pinned the illegal man to win the match. So I'm pretty sure that Era is getting a rematch down the line between from the Street Profits. So that's so interesting. I'm wondering what is up with all these false finishes. I don't know what's going on. Is that like the flavor of the week or something? I'm not sure. So it's kind of weird that's kind of the theme. Sorry, just moving the laptop a little bit. Kind of the theme throughout WWE this week. I don't know. Anyway, Illegal Men should be a podcast. Yeah, that sounds like a great name for a podcast, actually, Tim. So that's good. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Of course, hope you're doing good. Yeah. So yeah, Tim, I hope you enjoyed the vlog because I'm dropping another one this weekend. So there's that. Yeah, and Tim, did you hear the news that Noam Dar is a heel? Anyway, so but yeah, so that was interesting. Then we had a 6-man tag match between. Oh yeah, so there's another storyline going on. It is that someone attacked Grand Metalik And last week, what's his face? Arya Davari told Grand Metalik that he should, probably, you know, um, stray away from the Lucha House Party because, well, he would be better off as a single star. And yeah, he eats like 3 freaking bowls of Raisin Bran, all that fiber. No wonder he's skinny as hell, you know. Anyway, but so yeah, but so now we got another Who Done It on 205 Live. We got Who Done It for the Roman Reigns thing on SmackDown. Now we have another Who Done It on 205 Live. What is with this stuff? We have false finishes. We have Who Done It. I don't know what's we already have one Who Done It that we still haven't solved, and that is who the hell threw that pie at Kevin Owens. Why don't we solve that first? Then we'll talk about Roman Reigns almost getting killed. Because obviously someone throwing a pie on your face is that much more important. Thing is, that mystery's been around since like what for 3 years. Like, holy shit, what's going on with all these? It's just, I don't get it. Why is WWE doing this right now? I mean, I don't have I don't have a problem with it necessarily, but I'm just like, why are they doing similar storylines? Pardon me, throughout their whole brand. It's weird. Yeah, I know. It definitely. Yeah, I know. I get the reference, Tim. To would never happen on Canada Day. Anyway, so I mean, hey, ironically, it did. The 205 Live and NXT both were in Canada, eh? So anyway, but we have the 6-man tag match because Carrillo was tending to Metalik, and Drake Maverick came in and said that you three need to are going to be in a 6-man tag match today. You three meaning Carrillo, Kalisto, and Lince Dorado. And they're taking on the Singh brothers and Arya Davari. That's an interesting team, actually. I think it's a perfect team. I think the Singh bros and Davari have very similar gimmicks. So they're very, very compatible with each other. So this was a mighty fine match, too. All 6 men in this match do a great job, as they always do. We had some good spots here. A lot of Bhangra dancing from the Singh Bros, and then, of course, showing some aggressiveness. Not Drew Gulak. What am I saying? Arya Davari being a bit of a chicken shit heel here, and then towards the end of the match, he kind of just left. And then another storyline is that the Lucha House Party, well, at least the 2/3 of the Lucha House Party, don't exactly trust Humberto Carrillo because, they think that maybe, I don't know, he attacked Lince or no, he attacked Grand Metalik. So who knows, right? So again, yeah, like I said, we have a whodunit on our hands. Again, another one, another one. So DJ Khaled much. Anyway, but this was a good match, like I said. Match finally ended when, like I said, Arya Davari said, "You know what? F this, I'm out of here," and he just went to the back. And then Humberto Carrillo does a huge dive off the top rope, and as he's getting on the rope, Lince tags himself in, and then Carrillo does the move, and the ref says, "No, I can't pin. I can't do the pin because you're illegal." He's the legal man, and Carrillo rolls out of the way, and then Lince follows up with a splash of his own, and of course they win the match. Afterwards, they do kind of high five a little bit, kind of reluctantly. Lince high fives. Lince high fives. What's his face? Carrillo. Lince is the legal man. Okay, Tim, it's not as funny as Noam Dar as a heel, okay? It's just, so please, no. Yeah, Noam Dar as a heel is fine. That's like the one funny thing that we got going on. That's Lince is a legal man. I mean, you're laughing, but I'm not. So anyway, so there's that. But anyway, sorry. A good match here, good stuff. But let's go to the main event. The main event was a rematch from SummerSlam. Now, granted, I did not watch the match from SummerSlam, so this was the only match that I saw between Drew Gulak and Oney Lorcan. what a great match. This was awesome. I think this was really good. I thought it was fun. It was fantastic for what it was. I know that Oni was still in the effects of his neck getting targeted by Drew Gulak. Both men are literally have murderous intent for one another. So it's what it is. Pretty cool. It was great. It was that intensity, that brutality. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So hopefully the SummerSlam match was as good, if not better, than this one. So good stuff here. Both men really know each other like the back of their hands because they have very. I feel like they're very similar in wrestling styles. Gulak is definitely a lot more grounded, as is Oni Lorcan, and Oni is more of a striker while Drew is more of a technician. But both men very compatible in the ring. Just impressive stuff. As I is all I thought was just some impressive stuff, some damn good wrestling. Please watch this match if you did not watch it already. Um, well, we had some. What kind of spots we can talk about here? I don't know. But yeah, we did some good stuff here. Like I said, Lorcan continuing to get his neck targeted by Gulak. Of course, the match did. I will watch Nerdy Mark. Thank you. Oh, okay, Tim. All right, thank you. All right, thank you, Armbar Audio Tim or Armbar Farley as your Twitter name, as your personal Twitter that you never use is. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, Tim has his own Twitter, as his own personal Twitter. It's at Armbar Farley. The man never freaking uses it. So someone give him a reason to use it. Because I am unable to apparently. Anyway, so, but finally we did have a really good last sequence. It's dead. Why'd you kill it though? You should. It's all good. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but why did you make it one in the first place if you were never going to use it? Anyway, we had Gulak. We had Lorcan hitting a lot of half and halves on Gulak, but Gulak still was able to get out of the way. Finally, Gulak did convert a roll up into a Gulak to win the match, and that was really good. So on Twitter, apparently, Drake Maverick next week has announced that there's going to be a 5-on-5 tag match between a team of Oni Lorcan's choosing and a team of Drew Gulak's choosing. Last time I checked, we still have 3 months till October, so I don't know why they're doing 5-on-5 tag matches right now. But hey, whatever. I mean, it should be exciting. It should be really cool. It should be. I hope it's there. Yeah, it existed first. Okay, fine. I get it. But anyway, overall, both pretty good episodes. I mean, NXT, like I said, just a recap for the most part. Let me just clean my glasses here, but NXT was more or less a recap. Here you go, rare moment. You had to see me without my glasses. A recap of NXT Takeover Toronto 2, which, like I mentioned, was a terrific. Was just a terrific pay-per-view. Who's it gonna be? I'm not sure, honestly, Tim. But if I were to wager, I would say Oni Lorcan's team, in my opinion, should consist, and this is my opinion, but it should consist of course, Lorcan, Carrillo, probably Jack Gallagher, maybe Akira Tozawa, and the Brian Kendrick. And Drew Gulak's team is probably going to be Gulak, of course, Davari, and I don't know really. There's not too many heels on 205 Live now that I think about it. Interesting. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they'll pull someone out of NXT. I have no idea what they'll do there. So maybe Mike Kanellis will be on it. He hasn't been on TV for a while. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is a little hard. But what other heel? Let me think for just a second. I mean, who else is a heel on 205 Live? Yeah, heel. Yeah. I guess Since he is a heel, maybe Noam Dar. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting Noam Dar as a placeholder. I don't think he's going to be on there because I think he's solely NXT UK. But then again, they could pick someone from NXT UK or NXT. You never know. So we'll see. Just I think. But I think it's going to take a lot of Raisin Brand to convince Noam Dar to, come on to 205 Live again. But anyway, so this both were a pretty decent. I mean, both of them were, of course, still recovering from the effects of Takeover and SummerSlam, respectively. So both were really cool. Greatest heel in the past decade, of course. Of course he is, Tim. Of course he is. Because no one cares about The Fiend at all. Who gives a shit about Bray Wyatt, who spent almost a year off TV to perfect his new gimmick, right? So who sucks? I mean, Noam Dar, just some dude who always looks like he needs to take a piss when he does this thing. By the way, this means I need to go take a piss. All right. So yeah, I mean, if he needs to go to the bathroom, like let him go, like really badly. So yeah. Anyway, and then yeah, Bray Wyatt is weak in comparison. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, because Firefly Funhouse, all that thought that went into Bray Wyatt's new character, it's nothing compared to Noam Dar and a big ass bowl of Raisin Bran. Okay, that is the definition of a heel. That is how you become a heel. You freaking eat a big ass bowl of Raisin Bran. Okay, so no, that was almost Triple H and oh my god. Okay, all right, Tim, we get the point. We get it. We're good. I gotta end this now. So yeah, we're pretty much done. I don't know. I guess matches of the night, definitely Grimes versus Miles. Great match. Please watch it. And of course on 205 Live, Lorcan versus Gulak 2. I will go back and see if I can watch Lorcan versus Gulak at SummerSlam. So that'll be there. But anyway, as I mentioned at the top of this video, this has been a week where I got like almost no sleep. Excuse me. So I apologize if I sound very bored. I'm not bored. I'm just really sleepy. So I hope you guys understand it. But hopefully, but tomorrow I should have a video where I talk about Marvel Phase 4 because I really want to do that one. So hopefully you'll be there and you will watch me nerd out about all the cool shit happening on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that's going to be fun. Hope you all will join me for that. But until then, we will. So then, and also of course over the weekend, my second vlog will come out. So be on the lookout for that as well. But that's pretty much it. So with that, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. Yeah, and we're very, very close to 200 subscribers. So I will really want to do a Q&A for you guys once we hit 200. So please, please, please share this channel with your friends, your family, your cats, your dogs, the squirrel that eats the nuts off of your trees. I don't care. Just share it with anyone who has a smartphone or a laptop because I really want to get up to 200 on this channel so that I can do a really cool Q&A. I know, Tim, you have so many questions, but you're going to have to, first of all, if you have a question, Tim, pick your best question and send it to me, okay? So I don't want you asking like a million questions to me. Maybe if you hop on the live stream, because it's probably going to be a live stream, you can ask me anything you want, but I will first, take certain questions from people and answer those. I don't know, actually, I don't know if, first of all, no, I don't know if he's a heel. I don't know if I should do a live stream or if I should just take like 4 or 5 questions and then just like answer them, and put a response and edit it together and put up a video. I am not sure, so we'll see. But Tim, to answer your question, I don't know if Noam Dar is a heel. I really don't. I'm sorry, I couldn't answer your question. But anyway, with that being said, thank you for watching. As always, you all are awesome, and I love each and every one of you. That's it. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All you know the rest. You know the rest. I'll see you guys later. Y'all take care. Have a good night. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So there you go. Bye bye. Take care.